Oh, do you? So Barley gets the beer.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
Nice. Okay, all right. All right, so I will fix that in a few minutes. I've created a new live stream which actually has the audio on it. So, oh well. Anyway, all right. We will all remember what happened. Okay, so the right. Okay, so there's a whole. So the way the way the Grand Melee works is there's a huge field of combatants. There's a couple of teams of which you are one. You can see there's a bunch of Iron Hill dwarves who've kind of all grouped together as a team. You can see the Dalemen under Elstan all kind of gathering together as a team. You can see Gerald by himself in a corner representing an entire team. He's got this giant kind of axe, but it's got wooden blades instead of metal blades. But it doesn't look like it's going to be any more comfortable to be hit by, really. And yeah, you see that there's a number of other contestants. All right, so the way the combat works is you basically roll your battles. You can roll battle skill, but I will allow you to, because you're going to operate as a team, to have one person roll your battle skill. Because
I nominate Natty.
Yep.
And then every member. Now for the bad news. So that counts as bonus successes to your weapon skill die. So we're not actually rolling combat; we roll against a table.
Yep.
It gives you bonus die for your weapon skill, and then how well you succeed on your dice roll. So normal success, great success, extraordinary success, or failed with an Eye of Sauron, has repercussions. And basically, each of you rolls individually the weapon skill, which means you can lose members of the team as you move through the rounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're all kind of counting on each other, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'd like now is a battle skill roll from your war leader.
Well,
Yeah.
The hound.
I will bravely step up. And roll my battle. Great success.
Okay, so everyone will get 2 bonus die on their weapon skill roll. So you roll your weapon skill, not as, we're not rolling combat, so you just roll your weapon skill.
Right. You want us to do that right now?
Yes, please. For everyone, please.
2 bonus die.
Skill.
A success.
A weapon
This
skill.
is so slow. 2 bonus die.
And these are just flat rolls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great success.
Oh, what did I even get?
Oh, great success as well. Just barely.
That's great success,
Yeah.
great success.
Because actually it's funny, because if the hound goes out early, you lose his battle skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, quite dangerous.
I'm
Alright.
trying my 1 point of
Skill
battle
is just
skill.
not as good.
So,
Doesn't quite.
if you got a great success, you lost a quarter of your endurance.
Okay.
A quarter of your endurance.
Yes. If you got a success, you lost a half of your endurance, but you're not eliminated. Did anyone
joy.
fail?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Oh, weary and... Oh, no.
Is it rounded up or rounded down?
I'll round it down for the sake of this. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just flagging that I might be dropping out soon.
But different.
Weary and miserable.
Weary and miserable.
A horse thing.
The horse thing really took it out of you, yeah.
Okay, so that's the first round of combat. So there's a fight, and you hold the line. You're all still standing, which is quite impressive. Most of the other units have taken some damage. Gerald doesn't look like he's been troubled really at all. He's just kind of in the corner. People are going, fuck, that guy's terrifying. Okay. The second phase of the combat, same rules apply. So, battle skill roll. By the way, the
Battle
target
skill
number increases by 2.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Okay.
target number 15.
Yeah.
I just barely made it.
Holy hell!
Wait. I missed that.
Yay!
That's
Hold
4
on.
successes.
Sorry.
So
Randall,
does that
sorry.
mean we get successes? So wait, the last game, did you guys add successes to
Yeah, we got
No, not
both
your
successes.
weapon?
We
No, you don't
added
add
dice.
successes. You add dice. It
Yeah,
gives you
both
Oh,
additional dice.
hold
to
on, I
roll.
didn't add dice. I was wondering. Hold on, slash
Yeah.
roll.
That's probably
So I was
that.
like, wow, everyone leveled up their swords and stuff. Slash R2D6. Is that right? Did that work?
Yeah, right.
Nope.
What did I
No,
get?
because you
No, no.
didn't. You rolled /2D space 6. You want /2 space D6.
Can you
Slash
guys see in the
2.
taskbar down the bottom the little manual dice roller?
Yeah.
Can I just try
Mhm.
that?
Yep.
I don't have that on mine.
No,
Wait,
I
maybe I
don't
have
either.
Maybe I have to open it up more.
There's a little taskbar.
Yeah. It won't let me access it either.
Oh, okay. Maybe I have to give you access. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's much better.
Wow.
Yes, that's what you need.
There you go.
Did that roll?
Yep.
Oh, I rolled that. That was
Wait,
me.
Oh, I did. Wait, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that-
you-
oh, that was Jason.
yeah. Just slash
Yeah.
R2D6. All one
Slash
thing.
R2D6.
Yep.
There
That
you
didn't
go.
matter. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half damage it is.
All right. Next round. So you're all adding 4 dice, or maximum.
Yeah.
Or maximum, maybe it is maximum 3 bonus die, actually. I don't know. What's your max bonus die?
The maximum
It's
bonus die is
3.
3 on this, so
We can add
Yeah.
support from a companion.
we can add support from a companion for a 4th dice.
Yeah, alright, do that.
Yeah.
Look,
Yay!
Hey, let's do it. Whoa.
Oh my
Whoa, look
god.
at those dice!
Great success, great success, great
Oh,
success.
nice.
Extraordinary
Extraordinary
success.
Where's my roll?
Oh,
Come on, Buren.
yeah.
So many die.
Great success.
Great success. Alright, did
Now,
anyone get less than a great success? No.
no, but I'm going to tell you because I'm miserable and Eye of Sauron fails automatically, so I'm out.
Oh, did you roll an eye?
Yeah.
Alright. Rovan Doll falls.
Roman
Miserable.
Doll is down.
That's
Oh,
what
he
the
did
penalty
too.
for miserable is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him fly past, yeah.
I thought about pushing my shadow into a shadow scar, but I don't think it's worth it for this.
Alright, so.
This is so important.
So,
What do you mean?
Roman Doll fails with an Eye of Sauron. Please make a protection roll against a target number of 16.
Oh, okay. That will be.
Remember to add your pluses. That's helpful.
Sorry. Okay, let's just go through that again.
Just,
So a protection roll.
yep, just make,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, not against the target number of 16, just a protection roll. You've got the target number, because it's you rolling.
How do I do a protection roll? Is it again using
It's armor.
armor or?
It's armor.
Yeah. So we're not actually in a fight, so the armor protection isn't activated on my sheet.
What?
I can't click. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you can.
It just lagged. Okay.
Right.
Right. All right. That should be that. Okay. Roll. There you go.
Alright, you
Great
did not
success.
take a wound,
Oh, good. That's reassuring.
but you do lose the rest of your, you do lose the other half of your
Yeah,
endurance.
fair enough. I literally just slump.
Yeah. Alright, so you've
Yeah.
taken a half again of your endurance.
Alright.
If you got an extraordinary success, you took no endurance damage.
No, I got a great. That's okay.
If you got a great success, other than Rovendal, who unfortunately fails with the Eye of Sauron, you take a quarter of your remaining endurance. So you take a quarter of your endurance.
A quarter of
am-
your total or a quarter of your remaining?
I think it's actually written incorrectly, so I'm just going to say a quarter of your total endurance.
I think that sounds more correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a
Yeah.
quarter of your endurance, please.
We are all wary.
I'm wary.
Wary.
Is that a quarter of your full endurance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
max? Okay.
Whereas-
Ooh, everyone's weary.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can take off a helmet.
Me!
There.
I am not.
Good.
No,
I'm good.
you're never weary. You don't count.
I'm very
Well, actually, you could become weary in this fight. Actually, that's true because it's not about
Good.
travel. It's
I could.
yeah.
Mm.
All right,
If it wasn't
third
for my armor,
round.
I would.
Third round, people.
Bro, what does wary do exactly again? I haven't been wary in a long time.
Disadvantage.
Weary means that if you roll 1, 2s, and 3s, they don't count on your
Yeah.
roll.
Ah, that's right.
So,
Yeah,
can you please all tick the weary condition on your sheets?
I have done so.
Because it will.
This will be target number 17 now.
Yeah.
So you can still spend hope when you're miserable, right?
Yes.
But if you get an Eye of Sauron, then you're dead.
Not dead. You
Well,
take a
your
wound.
action fails.
You fail.
Yeah. And in this case, you get what you take the risk of becoming wounded.
Well, we got an extraordinary success again.
Yep.
You did, and it's a 3
Wait,
dice.
it hasn't come through for me yet.
That's
Like,
3
I
dice.
saw the dice roll,
Three.
and then there's like nothing.
All right.
So laggy.
Okay. It's 3 dice bonus anyway. So weapon
bonus.
skill, 3 dice bonus.
And weary.
And
Okay.
I'm just gonna make myself miserable.
Seem to. Why is it letting me add bonus dice?
success.
I can't.
I can't believe that. All those
Okay, I
dice are-
can't seem to use anything on the axe skill. It's not working.
Got a great success.
Sorry, so what are you saying?
I can't add bonus dice for some reason.
Okay.
Oh, I know why. It did that for me too. What was the reason? Oh, because your hope is like too low or something.
I've got tons of hope.
Wait, is there a hope? Wait, do you actually have like an integer in the hope bar? Because when mine was 0, because I was lowering it manually, I forgot to put it in, and then it didn't let me do the load, so I had to do it.
No,
And then
I've got something in my hope. Yeah,
Oh, I don't know then. It's
It's
weird.
rude.
just can't add bonus dice.
Well, I can.
Must be a similar situation.
Yeah,
Is there
I've got your thing open, and I can add 3 bonus die. Shall I roll?
All right, well that'll work. Yep.
Woohoo!
Okay. So
Great
half
success.
damage?
you got a great success on 26. You got a great success on 19. Bonga, however, failed because the +4 means that is not a success.
Oh, is
Not
what?
Bonga, sorry,
Is the
Apple.
target-
Yeah, the target number's been
Wait.
going up.
Ah, I see. Okay.
What's the
Failure.
target number?
Currently, it's +4. So it's your current target. It's your skill. It's your normal difficulty +4. So
So
Okay,
7.
yeah.
You're
So-
fine.
you needed so Apple needed a 20.
Hmm.
Europe needed a 17, and you needed a 22. Pound, which you exceeded, and
Yeah, surprisingly, honestly, I've done longer than I thought.
and Buren, just romped it home, even though they only got a normal success. All right. Okay, so at this point, if you got a great success, you lose a quarter,
Yep.
and if you got a normal
Mhm.
success, you lose a half.
And if
Yeah.
you failed,
You
you.
lose a half, but
make-
you're also out.
Okay.
Oh,
You're eliminated.
max.
I am down to a
I'm
quarter of my
eliminated.
endurance.
I'm at 1 endurance and I'm out.
1 point. I am 1 point above being weary.
Wait, is it
Oh.
half? That doesn't seem. Oh man, that seems like a disadvantage. Because like my max endurance is 29, so every time I do half, it's like now I'm taking 14, whereas Apple doesn't have to take
But
14.
it has the same material
at a time.
impact. It's half of your
Yeah.
endurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
My max is 22 and I lose 11 of it. it still does the same amount to me as you.
All right, so
Buren
there's
is
three
out
of
of
you.
the
There's
fight.
three of you left. You're all feeling
I'm
pretty
dead.
broken. You have
guys
a
got it.
choice. Do you want to surrender the field? Which you can always do.
What? And you can make a deal.
Well, no. Well, oh, you could
No.
you could join one of the other groups. So, remaining on the field is a small group of Iron Hills dwarves. Gerald, and a couple of Elstan and 2 followers. So you have a couple of choices. You can continue to fight individually, independent of those groups. You can try and make a quick and dirty alliance with one of them, or you can surrender the field in effect. Go, yep, we're good. Walk off, going.
Remind Gerald of how we fought side by side with Bjornlings, etc., and see if he actually agrees to fight with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's fair.
I'll whisper to Bjornling from the sidelines using persuade, saying, "I think my other group they could really bolster your defenses."
Oh,
you could strike.
All of them are like,
Make
holding
them
onto
come
their
to
weapons,
us.
barely standing. But sure.
Good.
All right. Okay. Can I get a persuade roll?
Yeah. Come on, Gerald, you can do it. Oh yeah, 2 successes.
2 successes. All right.
I'm not fair spoken.
You're not fair spoken, but you've got a great success. All right, so Gerald stalks over to your group in this kind of. There's beers being handed out to bolster the courage. Stalks over to you. Actually, specifically to Buren. Stalks over to Buren and goes, "Do you want to fight together in this last round against the, against these weaklings?"
Yes.
But Buren's out. He's the last round took him out.
Oh, Buren's out, so who's left?
Yeah. That'll
I'll
be
say it
me.
from the
It'll
mud.
be me and the hound.
It's the hound
Standing.
and
Yeah.
Lorith. All right, that's actually kind of perfect. All right.
Alliance of
All right, so you'll need to convince Gerald to let you use your battle skill.
True. Okay.
Do you want help from me, Nat?
In convincing
I
them?
can- No, I can give you a battle skill.
Oh, right.
No, the question is, how are you gonna convince
an
Gerald?
dice on the battle roll.
Sure, but are you gonna try and convince Gerald
Gerald?
to use it?
Oh, I see.
Because you've watched him fight. His approach to battle tactics is to charge the enemy face on and hit them with his axe.
But that's what the
Mm.
hound's battle should be
Gerald,
taking
no.
account of. The strengths and weaknesses of the various combatants.
Yeah.
So we
So you're
will
gonna
just
make
work
Paul cut off
around
you
Gerald.
When we make the gap, Gerald, you surge forward. I think that's as complicated as it's going to get.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We'll
can
let him
I
do
get
what he wants to
a battle skill? Well, can I? Sorry. Can I?
You want me to make a play roll to
Yes.
talk to him and say,
Yes.
all right, yeah, this is how we think it should work, Gerald. You're going to get your opportunity, but you just have to wait for us to make gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty ordinary. It succeeded. Great
That's still
success.
a great success.
Jesus. Okay. And that was eliminating a 2.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
So, okay. So you're able to persuade him. So make your battle skill roll, please.
Will do.
Are you going to take a dice from me, Nat?
Yes, please.
All right, so I'll take my hope down by 1. Okay.
And you know what? I'll also spend hope on this as well. I also get 2 more dice.
Okay.
Alright, well. That's
Great
actually
success.
might have helped because the wary took out 3 dice.
Yeah.
All right. So you have 2 bonus die then. Please
2
make
bonus die.
weapon skill rolls, and I will make a weapon skill roll for him.
Will do.
Okay.
Wait, it's...
That's good. I'm gonna spend a hope this time.
I still can't add bonus dice to my axe. Okay.
You might have to try reloading the page in a moment, Natty.
Maybe, yeah. Because I can do everything else. Like, I can add bonus dice from Hope and Companions and everything. I just can't add bonus dice. So strange.
Very strange.
Got a 35 and only a great success. Okay, only 1 6.
You got a 35 though.
It does count for something.
Well, yeah, I definitely got over
Oh, shut up.
the target number.
I didn't add in the bonus die he got from you. Whoops. Do that again.
2 of them.
I'll do that again.
Wow, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Ah.
Alright, in the final round, the 3 of you are able to defeat the other opponents. Gerald looks at both of you, he is way less damaged than you guys, like, just way less damaged.
Yeah.
And goes, we split it 3 ways, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Good fight!
I will not.
And then he
My endurance is 9.
and then he hits himself with the axe. Oh, I have hurt myself! And collapses on the ground.
Okay.
And he mumbles from the ground, I already run the wrestling, I don't need to. There can only be one of us, by the way. He's kind of hinting only one of us can be standing at the end.
Yeah. One of you needs to knock yourself out.
Who needs us more?
I'm gonna push the hound over because for God's sake.
I am barely standing
Trip
already.
him.
I've got no endurance left. I might just collapse
so
myself.
much for the self-effacing Dunedain. It's like pushes the just sideways, pushes over the hound who collapses onto the ground.
Yeah, I was about to fall over myself. That was
Reveals herself king.
I'm just gonna
Dramatic war.
because I wanted to test myself against the men of the peoples of these eastern lands. Because I know where I stand amongst my own people in the north country, in the west, but I have not tested myself against these people.
Okay. Alright.
In the eastern lands.
But you did literally, so let's just be very clear what you just did. So the giant Bjorning, who could have beaten the crap out of both of you, hits himself in the head very lightly with his axe, falls onto the ground going, oh, I have been defeated. And then whispers from the ground, hey guys, only one of us can be standing. And before the hound gets to say anything or do anything, you literally just trip him over. It's like, bang! That'd be me then! You can have a shadow point. I'm giving you a shadow point for that, Eora. You absolutely deserve a shadow point for that.
Fair enough.
Somewhere deep inside, a little bit of arrogance, a little bit of that. How did we sink our entire island and end up without our empire anymore? Just bleed through. Just a little.
The word is, I want this now.
I want this now, that's right.
Oh.
And it's enough to push you into miserable. So funny. Alright.
I didn't get the same joy that I was expecting from my victory, but it's not really a victory.
It's kind of a victory though, isn't it? I mean, you are standing on top of the hill now. Like, you are the last person standing. Yeah. And I mean, you deserve this victory. I mean, that's very clear. I just want to make
but I know that Gerald... I know that I could not defeat Gerald at this point. So
no. So he was an idiot.
I
for-
know,
for
I
just
know
giving up,
honestly
wasn't he?
where I stand against him.
Yeah, Eorth, he was just an idiot for giving it up, though, wasn't he? I mean, he could have kept on both.
Oh yeah, I guess he could have.
Fury,
Did you see the D&D
Fury sells
movie?
out as well. It's like, yeah, it's absolutely right. Anyway, all right. Yes, you feel a little on your heart. Okay, you're all dragged off the field. There's a cluster of bodies and people lying on the ground, groaning. All right, you can all have
I'm
a.
the shoeless god of war.
That's right. I am this shoeless god of war. Very nice. Nice reference. Yep. Giants in the playground. Perfect reference. You can all have a full recovery.
As in,
Well, you're taken off the field, and people, tend your bruises and other things. So I will just go into your group. Oh, you've got maximum fellowship points at the moment, anyway.
oh, okay, so having a prolonged rest is what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can recover your endurance and all of that sort of rubbish.
I will take a hope point.
I'll take one hope too, I guess.
I would also like to take a hope
That
point.
permission to update the actor. Fantastic.
Do you guys not have it?
Permission to update actor. It's okay, it still
Apparently,
works.
no.
It just gives a
It
little
anyway.
notification.
It still works,
Oh,
yeah.
it says observer.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll make you all owners. I thought you were all owners. There you go. Hopefully that will mean
It must
that
have been
doesn't
from
happen.
a recent update or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, it's fixed now, so hopefully that works.
Cool.
All right.
Suddenly, I have got way too much shadow again. This is not good.
Yeah, same here. So did we win any prizes or anything out of that? The winners of the...
For winning to the final round, the final round of the Grand Melee is worth quite a bit, actually. But you haven't collected the prizes yet, because that's what the feast is for. The feast.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't win prizes for coming second.
There ain't no second prize.
There
That's
ain't
right.
no second prize. But you know the giant chest of treasure you saw last night?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're going to split for the battle, for the victor of the Grand Melee.
Mm, right.
Split 3 ways.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you could be, or 66% goes to the party and 33% goes to Gerald.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I think that's
that'll
good.
work out.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
then you can divide it amongst yourselves. Unless you don't want to divide it. You're
No, I
A matter of
have no
pride.
attachment to wealth. It means nothing to me.
No, it's
And,
just...
So I'm perfectly happy to share it around.
He's likely to pull your arms off if you didn't.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't let the Wookiee win.
Yeah. A chest of gold for the winners. Dun, dun, dun. But it was less treasure than you found when you fought the ghost thing in the hall and you found its treasure. Or should I say when Apple fought the ghost thing in the hall and found its treasure?
I'd like to
Didn't
say
fight
it
the
wasn't
ghost
much of a
thing.
fight.
She did not.
I would
fight
not
it
call it.
otherwise.
I didn't fight the ghost.
She stood there and took it
Yeah.
like a stout halfling.
Yeah.
It was the treasure is worth 25 points of treasure in total. So that minus a third is going to be what? Close to 16? Yeah, 16. So it'll be 16 points of treasure to spread amongst you 5. So that'll work out to be basically 3 points of treasure each.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so please take a full recovery. So recover hope and recover your endurance. Hit the prolonged rest button. Do what you need to do.
Again? We already did that.
No, that's good. If everyone's done it.
So
I'm just
who's
making
gonna-
sure everyone's done it.
Who's going to get the extra point of hope? There's
there's one
left
extra.
over. So who wants it?
I'm fine.
I'm one off my shadow level. Like I'm
Me
8
too.
versus 7. So yeah, you can take it, Eorith.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cool.
I should go up to 11.
Anyone going to take a Shadow Scar at this point?
Actually, Apple is gonna take her first Shadow Scar.
Woo!
Yeah.
Body.
I've only
She's
got
had a rough
Finally,
time.
it has happened. What
I've
about
only got 5 shadow. I'm fine.
Yeah, I had six Shadow. I now have 1 Shadow Scar.
Nice? Buren,
Well,
are
you
you
should take
taking
it
that
away.
Shadow Scar that you said you were going to take?
I changed my mind. I remembered I could still do hope while I was miserable.
All right.
Cheating.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Okay. Whew. Here's my free prediction for all of
How
you.
many
All of
Shadow
you will be
Scars?
taking a Shadow Scar before the end of this adventure. I am.
I was gonna say, how many Shadow Scars do you have already, Burn?
Me? Oh, I did have 2, but we were able to remove one of them. So now I'm down to
Ah.
1.
Okay.
And I've been trying to be very good and not do bad things.
Yeah.
It's
It's
oh
trouble.
well, I'm actually very close. If I don't deal with some shadow in another way, I'm very close to taking my 4th Shadow Scar.
Oh, I'm on almost on-
Really?
Yep.
wow.
How did you get so many shadow scars?
Doing bad things.
You're a
No.
bad
I'm
girl.
being exposed to bad stuff.
The things that I've
Oh,
seen, she says. The things
the
that
things
I've
I've
seen.
seen. Yeah.
Basically PTSD.
Yeah.
I know. Now
That's
I've got that. I've got that lingering scar on my side that pains me.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
One
It's-
day, Amaranth is going to have to come out and
Yeah.
take over. And that's going to be funny because she's got a very large sisterly chip on her shoulder.
Wait, when your shadow scar goes above your max hope, that's when you just go crazy.
When
How
your
that works?
shadow goes above your max, equals your max hope, you go crazy.
What about your shadow scar? How does that?
Well, Shadow Scar just
Well,
adds to
Shadow
your
Scar's
shadow.
just permanent shadow.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
permanent shadow.
Oh, I see. So eventually, that's okay. So that's how it.
So
Yes.
temporary
Oh, okay.
shadow and Shadow Scars add together for your total shadow score.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So the longer you go, the more you accumulate. I am intending that most of you will refresh your characters at the end of the Tale of the Wilderlands campaign set. We are in the second last module. There's one more to go. It would be good just to flag that I'm expecting you to mostly turn over your characters in preparation for the new set of adventures.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just finding the perfect opportunity to do it.
Well, it will be the perfect
Yeah.
opportunity. You'll either defeat or be defeated by a major opponent.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
And then I can
Good.
retire and give battle advice not from the front lines.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
It's scary up
But
here.
that is not
Let's get
where
on to
we
the more
are.
part.
That is not where we are right now. All right. That night, huge feast. Every warrior, every soldier, every guard, every major citizen comes along to the giant feast that is held in celebration of the Battle of the Five Armies, and also, in particular, in celebration of the victories of the day in the competitions that were run. The way it's done is they've sort of in the central marketplace of Dale, so this giant sort of, granite stoned open domain, which is normally where the markets are held, has been completely cleared. There's the big fountain in the middle with the image of Bard slaying the dragon, or rather the statue of Bard slaying the dragon in the middle of it. It takes the centerpiece of the space, but then around it are all these long tables and, musicians and other people playing music and bright lights and candles and feast and food being brought out. It's amazing. And there's, there's entertainment moving around as well, like jesters and acrobats and jugglers and various other people. There's the sound just that low sonorous hum of everyone sort of talking to each other and laughter and joy. There's a small group of elves even attending the feast as representatives of the King of the Woodlands. There's a large number of dwarves split a little bit by the Iron Hills, not Iron Hills cohort. And yeah, it's just like full of people and things. And there's toys, like the works of the dwarves of the Lonely Mountain, kind of on display. So little flying mechanical flying birds and mechanical flying gliders and other things kind of flitting around in the open space. But yeah, it's a giant feast. There's the high table, which has seating for all of the major dignitaries. So you've got Bard up there. You've got Bard's met his wife. Yeah, has he met his wife yet? Actually, I think he has. Sorry, I take that back. So Bard's wife is up there. There's a couple of dwarves. In particular, Bomber, the big fat one. There's representatives of various other places. Yourselves are up there because you're part of the victory group, at least most of you. Let me be correct. Yorith is up there because you were the winner of the Grand Melee. So you're up there as the winner of the Grand Melee. You're also seated with Gerald, Galia, and Elstan as the winners of the 3 contests. So you're up there, but the rest of you who fought so bravely and so well through the day or competed strongly are all in the sort of front kind of tables that are up close near the high table. Sitting in front of the high table is a large sort of wooden plinth or presentation table, and on it, closed at the moment, but on it is the chest, which you saw last night had all the treasure in it. Okay. What do you guys want to do? You can see all this movement and things. Is there anything particular you want to do? Actually, I'll just let you guys sort that out amongst yourselves for a sec, in case there is anything you want to do. I'm just going to grab a drink of water. Yep. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good chance to talk to people, introduce
It
ourselves
is.
to,
Yes.
We should definitely go and talk to all the other groups that fought in the Grand Melee and, thank them for fighting so bravely, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can pass on out, be good sportsmen and all that kind of thing.
That's right. We should be honourable.
Yeah, honorable sportsman. Crazy, you have 4
And definitely talk to the elf who won the archery, because she was amazing.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Well, she's sitting next to you.
Oh yeah.
Or at least up on the table with you.
How many scars do you have, Rob?
I've got 2, and then I've got 7 shadow points accumulated.
You have 2. What's your 7? Oh, okay. Dang.
Yeah. See how we go.
All right, guys. What do you want to do?
So we want to talk to the other groups who fought in the Grand Melee.
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulate them on a great battle. Well fought. Yep. And then and then
I want to
Go
talk
ahead.
to Galia and congratulate her. So, bow to the high table, etc., etc.
Yep.
And also talk to Yorith and others. Keeping my eye on that chest, because Is there any security around this chest, or
No,
is it
it's just there.
It's wow. Okay, well that's cool.
But it isn't right in front of the high table, like surrounded by empty
Obvious
space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay, so Apple, did you want to do anything else? Sorry, you seem to be.
And other than that, Apple is looking around and seeing if what's his name? Is it Boffrey? Boffrey, I think his name is. The dwarf who's working on the road.
Yes, Boffrey.
See
Yeah,
if
there's
he's
Boffrey.
around. Is he around this area?
Sure. Are you going looking for him?
Or yeah.
Okay. All right.
Apple's off looking
So
for Boffrey.
Apple's off looking for Boffrey. The rest of you are all sort of clustered around the high table talking to the various people. Is that broadly what I think I'm hearing?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay. Apple, can you make for me a
Scan?
Find a drunken old fat dwarf chick.
No. Can you make an awareness roll for me, please?
Oh, is that too?
Damn. Could have been so close. Alright, let's go. Awareness roll. Keep in mind, I'm very short and this place is very crowded.
If you need a hand, just tell me who you're looking for, and I'll try and spot them for you.
Yeah, I'm lost.
No. Now you can make a scan roll.
Oh, good. Cool. Alright, scan roll. Oh.
God.
No.
Look, I'm very short. I'm in a very crowded room.
True.
Yeah.
Onto the table.
Yeah.
How many times did you meet Boffrey?
Apple has never met Boffrey. That's also a
right.
point to make.
She's going from a drawing that she's got.
Yeah.
A
It's
description.
like he's been
even.
described to me. Yeah.
About 4.5 foot tall, has a beard.
Portly.
Where's armor?
Yes.
Looking around like
Could be any number of people.
That's right. Okay, you
Apple is lost in the crowd.
We have a lost child. No.
Oh no. I have to take a valor test.
Scared and lost.
And I'm hungry.
Do you guys in Australia, like if a kid is lost in the store, do they use the PA system?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
If you're a parent, you try and do it as much as you can to embarrass your child.
Okay.
we don't. Just so that's clear.
We don't really.
Oh, you don't? Oh, that happens in
Well, we
America.
do.
No, we
have
do
them, but
use the PA.
nobody really uses them.
No, yeah.
Oh, just not like. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
learned the other day you guys have something called a green whistle, which just blew my mind.
A green whistle.
You mean like
Yeah,
one on
like
a eucalypt?
Your paramedics, they give out
Oh
this like
yes.
Oh yeah.
The
thing called
green
a
whistle.
Yeah.
But like we can't do that in our country because of like pharmaceutical corporate power. They like don't want that drug to be sold. But it's like it looks super useful.
It
'Cause,
is,
like,
'cause, I was talking about it just the other
The only
week.
thing we have
the
is
other
morphine.
Yeah, because there was a little girl at Jasper's old school who fell out of a tree and broke her collarbone. And when the ambulance guys turned up, they gave her that so that they could move her into the ambulance
Yeah.
So cool.
without
Yeah,
it
it's like
being excruciatingly painful.
it's really interesting. Yeah, it's just flat out
Mm-hmm.
banned just because of the pharmaceutical companies don't want like competition on the
Mhm.
opiates that they have for the. That's
Oh,
so
they don't.
interesting. I just learned about that the other day, like on a random YouTube channel. You guys have that?
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Well,
Alright,
another
back to
reason
the
for you to
face.
come to Australia.
sharing.
Back to the first.
Back to the feast. Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, you guys are all chatting away. You're talking to Galia, that's all fine. You're talking to the other competitors. You've lost sight of Apple, they've disappeared. They've lost sight of themselves. They're wandering, lost in the
Yep.
crowd, not sure where they are. the merchant comes out of the side, like sort of comes out the side. He's wearing the same clothes that he was wearing last night at the ball. So he's dressed in the same garb, and he's wearing the same mask that he was wearing. Important point, no one else is wearing a mask at this point. This is not a mask ball, I should make that point. He's wearing a mask.
Okay. That's weird.
What's the mask that he was wearing? I just really want to know. He wears a great golden mask that looks like a beaming sun. Okay, cool. All right. So he's wearing a great golden mask that looks like a beaming sun. So it's like a big half mask with the sun rays and the sort of smiling sun face on it.
A Warhammer Fantasy wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he steps out. He steps out into the open area and sort of waves his hands and bows and moves towards the chest. Basically, moves towards the chest. Picks it up and obviously brings it up to the high table to open it, to give it to the people who've been successful. So just to be clear, Eorith, Elstan, Galia, and Gerald are all sort of sitting there. Okay, can I get an awareness check from everyone who's at the high table? Or who managed to get their way to the high table?
So, us talking to the people at the high table will get an awareness check?
Yeah, that's what it means usually. Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Chicken. Oh, for goodness sake. 12. 12.
And Natty?
Success, even with...
Yeah, it's just... There we go.
Distracted.
I'm wary, and yeah.
Why are you weary? You can't be weary anymore.
Oh wait, why am I wary? Wait a second. Oh, I forgot to
You haven't turned it off.
That's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't have succeeded anyway, but I did forget to turn off wary.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So the people who got success were Rovendal, who got a great success. No, it's things you've got to fix your endurance, man. That's better. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
That'll fix it. Okay, so Eorith and Hound failed. Great success from Rovendal and a success from Buren. Okay. When he's standing in front of you, Rovendal, you realise you're pretty sure this isn't Lockmart.
Right.
So he's wearing Lockmart's clothes, but he's not the right height.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Wait.
Quick action is the only action you get.
Okay, well, I actually just barrel him over.
So you dive over the table, grabbing him and hurl him to the ground.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Make a athletics check to grapple with him.
Okie dokie. Success.
All right. You have grappled with him as he's desperately. He's like, ah! That's as you grapple with him. He goes, ah! Get off me! Get off me!
I take the mask off.
All right, it's I don't know if you remember, but there was a guy who was like a jester last night.
Yeah.
Who was floating around. You didn't meet him really. You just know that there was a jest floating around. It's him. It's the jester.
What are you doing, little man?
It's all part of the. You've ruined the surprise.
There should be no surprises.
But
what's in that chest?
It's empty. Like so no, you've ruined the surprise. He'll be very angry with me. We open up the empty chest, and then everyone goes, "Ah!" and then I get to go, "Ha ha!" and then he comes out with the real chest. It's a great jape, he says, literally using the word jape.
We're looking up the chest. With it facing towards him. we go down close to the chest and open it up to have a look.
Sorry, what do you do? Just explain that again.
So I've got him grappled. I mean, the chest is what, dropped on the floor, or
I don't know. It's the chest dropped on the floor. It's your call.
yes, the chest
Okay.
is dropped on the floor. I tackled him while he had the chest.
Okay.
Chest went on the floor.
Mhm.
Facing him towards the chest and opening it. So it's meant to be empty, is it?
Yes,
Like this?
it's just an empty chest. He says. He seems completely convinced it's empty. It's
All
not.
right. Well, I open it up with him there.
Okay, and a giant, massive snakes leap out of the chest and attack him.
You said it was get snakes off him.
He's like
Guards!
riding on the ground. Have a shadow point.
Okay.
All right, because he was actually completely innocent. He didn't have any idea that there were snakes inside the chest. You have
Yeah,
actually,
but neither did I.
yeah, but your actions led to him being poisoned by horrible snakes, which may kill him. That's a shadow.
Okay.
Point.
Well, I'm going to push down
Poison
this shadow
snakes
point
get in
deep inside and try and forget this whole thing happened.
All right, so
Ooh, why did they
there's snakes
put fangs-
swarming out of this chest at this great rate of knots.
Guards.
They forgot to defang them before the practical joke.
Okay, so everyone can make either an athletics or weapons test, your choice, to dodge or avoid being bitten by a snake.
Wait! I'm so confused. Is this a practical joke? Was the snakes, or is this
No.
surprise?
This is an
anymore.
evil turn of events.
So the jester
Yeah.
didn't even know about the snake. He's surprised when he's
No.
being bitten
Yeah,
by the
he's very
snake.
surprised when he's got 3 snakes hanging off him.
He's genuinely surprised.
Yeah. He
And
did
I've
not.
saved our 3 friends up on the high table.
Yeah. All right. So can I get
Oh.
either a weapon skill check or an athletics check, please, to avoid being bitten by these snakes?
I'm going
Unless
to try
you
to
happen
cut
to
the
be
short
wandering in
one.
the crowd.
Yeah, you can actually not roll. You're safe.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
an
that's
extraordinary success. Does that mean I cut the head off 3 of them with my sword?
Sure. You want to use your successes to protect someone else, like I don't know, someone who hasn't rolled yet, who's obviously very waiting. Hound.
Yes.
Yes.
I protect you.
Uh,
Chop, 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 chop.
Yes,
Chop.
I've got my dagger out, chopping away.
All right.
No.
Yeah, you needed protection. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no surprise in that piece of information.
I
Okay.
think it's probably a safe call most of the time.
It probably is the same call. All right. So there are snakes crawling all over the group and everywhere else.
God.
There's a snake in my chest.
All right. Okay. So everyone, you have. Okay. At the cost of 1 hope. This has nothing to do with the snakes. I just want to make this up front. At the cost of 1 hope, you are not poisoned.
Oh.
I don't want to be poisoned. I'll
One
Once
hope.
again, is this only the people at the table?
No, this is everyone.
Okay, cool, awesome.
I'm miserable.
Thank you, Hope.
Alright. I will
Boom.
spend a hope to not be poisoned.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
All right, everyone spend a hope. You too,
Snakes
Hound.
make me
Hope
miserable.
spent.
Yep. Hope spent.
All right. Okay.
What?
Wow.
is
So this
going
happens
on here?
at these gigs all the time, does it?
No, it's because he poisoned all of the food and wine.
Yeah.
My
Mm.
God.
All the food and wine's poison too?
Yeah, that's why you.
Yeah.
That's what cost you
Not
the
enough
hope.
toilets in this place. Oh no.
Oh no.
Jesus.
What is going on here?
All right. How many
It's a
successes did
merchant.
you get, Roman Doll? You got an automatic success.
I got an automatic. Yeah.
Okay.
I got
What,
a game
for the axe? I got extra successes. I could help
You did. You got
that
3
means
successes.
anything. But I
Okay.
kind of like the narrative of everything falling apart more, to be honest. To be more fun.
What are you, an elf dwarf?
Yeah. Yeah. The snakes
All right.
in my
If you want
bed.
to save Harold, the Jester, you will need to make a healing roll.
Me?
Not necessarily you, just someone needs to make a healing roll.
All right.
Maybe
Anybody,
you should-
anybody in our group could make a healing roll.
Wait,
Anyone.
how?
We all look at the hound again. I mean, I've
Well,
got
if you insist.
one point at it, but I think you're better.
just barely.
It's not elven healing.
It's not elven.
Well, that'd be a major success for me if I had to do elven healing.
All right. You're
Most
able
elven
to
healing.
you're
That's
able
healing.
to stop him from actually dying from the snake bites, although he is badly affected by them. So you recover. So you can actually question him. So basically, what happens now is you realise that most of the warriors and indeed people who've attended the thing have been poisoned. So people are throwing up. They're sick everywhere. You guys have managed to avoid most of the side effects. A few other people as well. A couple of people were bitten by snakes, but not actually that many. The snakes weren't really anything more than a distraction. But you do keep Harold not only alive but conscious, so you can question Harold if you want to.
Oh, yes.
He's coughing and spluttering from some foul concoction of herbs and other things that the hound has jammed down his throat. What do you want to ask of him?
Well, I tell them what was meant to happen, by the way, the rest of the party, so it saves him a bit of time.
Right.
But we want to know where the organizer is.
Lockman.
Whatever his name is.
Lockman.
Yes.
Lockman.
Where's Lockman?
He said it was a joke.
Do you feel like it's a joke?
No, I feel horrible. No.
People don't
Trey.
He's obviously not a good man.
No.
No.
Do you know where
I don't know where he is. He was meant to appear straight after I sort of was finished, and he was meant to come out and kind of unveil the real chest. So him and his men. He had men to help him carry the chest, obviously.
Oh. How many men?
3.
3 men. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Where would he have gone? I mean, the only place he could go would be the river, right?
To get on barge and skedaddle out of town.
And flee down the river? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would guess so. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
What is happening with Bard right now?
So
Has he been
Happy in
whipped
the room.
away? Is he?
he's been treated by his personal physician, who obviously knows what he's doing. There's a quick discussion. I guess the question is, do you want to go chasing after Lockman straight away? Or do you want to find out what's happening with the group? And both are completely valid choices, right? This is a no harm, no foul question.
Yeah.
But you kind of do
I
need to
feel
make
that
a choice.
because
You
we
either
are-
need to run out of the room to give chase, or you stay to kind of help people and work out what to do next. It's kind of, those are your two choices.
I feel that because we are not affected as others are, that we are in the best position to give chase as quickly as possible, and so that we go and approach Bard, we tell him that what we're going to do, and
Well, but that's what I mean, right? So he's being treated by his physician, so you either run out of the room or you go and talk to Bard. Kind of where you're at. Not a lot of chatting.
Okay. Is Galia still aware, and the Sebastian still upright?
Elstan.
Well, whatever the
Yeah, and
Bjornling
what's his name?
Oh, Gerald.
yeah,
Gerald and
Gerald.
Gerald and Elstan. Elstan was the guard commander, and Galia was the archer. Sure. Galia is completely compass.
All right, Galia, we're going after the culprits, the offenders.
Yep.
Can you please tell Bard we've got to go now?
Okay. You give that message and then you run out to run down to the pier. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Good. Okay. You guys are sprinting down. You basically just, I assume you're not trying to track, you're just running for the pier. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, that's good. By the way, it's the right thing to do. But I just want to check. Okay, so... Alright, so you basically run down towards the pier. You're coming out. It's dark, obviously, although the city itself is well lit up. You can see a boat kind of pulling away, being poled away from the pier. Do you know what I mean? So it was tied to the pier, and now they're pushing it away with poles and getting ready to kind of shove off effectively. Can I get awareness checks, please?
Awareness. Yeah. Let's see if I can this time.
Pretty ordinary awareness, but yeah.
I'm not very good at it to begin with.
Oh my gosh.
Apples on it.
Even,
Oh, great roll, though.
oh, I even got a 6 and I still failed.
Incredible.
Here we go.
Nice. Hound's on fire.
Hound's on fire.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Hound. Okay, Hound, you see it. No one else does. Yeah, it's clearly them. It's clearly them. You can see Lockman has kind of gotten onto the boat. He's got 2 guards with him who are starting to pole away. And a 3rd guard who was basically just about to jump from the pier onto the boat.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So...
Shoot.
So you can see that there are other boats along the pier. You could try, so you can shoot. You can try and jump on a boat. You could try and make the jump, but it's a big jump, and if you fall, you're falling into the river. And I will just remind you that dwarves can't swim. I will just literally make it very clear that the canon is dwarves cannot swim. In case there's any
I am
about
going to try and make the leap into the boat
All right.
with my athletics.
Okay, so you
I think
come sprinting along
you.
and hurl yourself across. -2 die, please.
Oh, mine is too tough.
Ooh.
I don't think I can make that jump.
Spending my last bit of hope. I'm spending my last bit of hope.
And it's a great success!
Worth being miserable for.
Worth being miserable for. Alright. You land on the boat. with a great success, I can't deny that. That's more than legit. Alright, and not only do you land on the boat, you land on the boat and the 2 guys who were going to shoot arrows at you as you landed failed to get their shots off because of the great success. Alright, so there's Lockman at the front of the boat, desperately scrambling to get as far away from you as possible. There's the 2 guys who leap forward, sort of dropping their bows and drawing swords to take you on. What are the rest of you doing as Eorith does this almighty running leap over the open space? Is anyone else joining them?
Well, I was just saying.
No way.
I'll say, toss me.
That's me. Unfortunately, I think the person who could throw you is already over on the boat.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'm not making that jump, just to be clear. That's not...
Yeah, no.
Alright, so what do you want to do then?
I'm going to do the jump, by the way.
Bows.
Oh, you're doing the jump. Alright.
Oh,
Let's
you're doing
Oh,
Absolutely.
all right.
I'm going to spend a hope point for
Okay.
a magical success.
A magical
And I'm also-
success, you bastard.
And I'm-
Alright. What does it look
And I'm
like?
also going to try and get a bit of leverage with my spear.
Okay.
Kind of vault in there.
So
So
You literally
It's
run.
gonna be like the pole vault.
I literally run, plant the butt of my spear against the edge of the pier, where there's an upright or something, the post, and just launch myself across.
He's gonna do a pole vault.
Okay,
That's
make
it.
a roll. -2 die.
-2 die. There we go.
But you are spending a dice for
Magical
magical success.
Yeah, and a success. So that's a great success.
-2
Alright.
die to make the roll.
So, same
Yeah,
thing,
and
really.
you can't swim. I
can't swim.
Dwarves cannot swim. It's canon.
You guys get on another boat and start
I'm
chasing.
not gonna do this. Yeah. I'm not gonna jump.
Dwarves just like, no, that's it. Hands away from it. You guys go for whatever you want to do. Everything here sounds bad.
Hey,
All the
and actually,
choices
to be
are
fair,
violent.
Say the guys on the boat are no longer pulling themselves away; they're holding up swords. So
They are. That is true. By the way, there's actually a guy left on the pier, actually, because he was going to make the running leap, and he just jumped past him.
People came either side of him.
Yeah.
He was like-
You just push him into the water and get in the boat.
All right. So we will go to combat, which yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Activate combat.
Alrighty,
All right.
alright.
Drag yourselves onto the sheet, please.
Indeed. Ooh, where am I? Can I go from there? Yep. I am. Yep.
Let's see, what are we going to do?
Wait, so if I'm not on the ship,
You can attack the one guy who's also not on the ship. There is one guy on the pier who was going to make the jump, but has realised that that's not happening. He's probably jumping onto another boat, actually. He's probably going to jump onto another boat.
Not
But
a
he
pure
hasn't yet.
of it.
But he hasn't yet, correct. But he hasn't yet. Okay, so bang. Who didn't go across? Wilfred, Eorith, Apple, Roman, Buren. Oh no, you're all here. Okay, cool. Alright, I think we'll just move on from opening volley to combat. Because I think we can say. So just set up your stances, please, people.
go forward.
Am I on? Again.
I've got to say, I'm just going to go forward.
Rovendell's going forward. Buren's going forward. What about
Well,
Eorith?
it seemed to be the appropriate thing, leaping in the middle of the fray.
Yeah, it does. No, I agree completely. Apple, what are you doing?
rearward.
Bew.
I have a bow.
Pew.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Use it.
I don't have to get on a boat. I can stand on the shore and shoot people in boats.
True that. And
Yeah.
Wilfred, are you also doing range combat?
I am, yes.
Alright, cool. Alright. Then let's start with Rovendell. Rovendell, pick a target.
Pick a target. All right, you, my friend, are about to receive.
But what we're about to receive, may the Lord make us. Eh.
Maybe be thankful. It's done that, and oh, great success.
Wait, Gandalf.
I'm going to do fend off for that extra 3. No, not piercings. Fend off. Now, fend off for me, having a spear is actually +3, by the way. This
Okay.
thing just defaults +2.
Okay. Oh, and I get to make a protection roll.
Lucky you.
No, he's out.
Excellent. Straight in.
Straight in. Apply all. Yep, he's gone.
All right.
You basically
No,
just go click, clack, stab, and he falls off the side of the boat.
Nice. Nice and clean.
Nice and clean.
And
Okay. Next is Buren, actually. Against the one guy who's on the pier.
I'm gonna swing.
you guys are going to go through these guys like a dose of salts, but let's just play it out.
Let's play it out. Yeah.
Let's play it out.
Middle one. Okay.
Yeah.
Just do it. Full damage. Just take him out.
Wow.
24 points. Ah. Sweet Jesus. I'll roll my protection roll. No, I won't. Okay, I'll just apply all damages and states. Yeah. Buren, one hit wonder him. There's one guy left, everyone.
That'll be mine. He's
You're
mine.
Go for it.
Targeting. Did that? No, I'm. Sorry, there is. Where is this gonna go? Oh, I've got to have that on. Now I can target and sword and roll.
And a hit, but it's just a hit.
Just a success.
Apply all damage. Yay! Alright. I think it's then Hound and then Apple. Hound.
Yeah. I'll target someone and roll.
There's only one that's not dead.
There is only one. There's only one guy to target.
Yeah.
A success.
A success. Pew! Oh, and a protection roll. Hooray.
Yeah.
And he's wounded. Apply all damages. Okay! The fight is over in a heartbeat. It barely slows you down. They don't even get to swing a blow. It's like, Lockman takes one look at you all and goes, he's holding on to,
Please don't get up.
yeah, that's what I thought he'd do. Alright, so he lifts the chest up, which he's got in his hands. He goes, "You'll never have my gold!" and hurls it over the side of the boat and then follows it into the water. You can dive into the water to pull him out if you want.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Yep. I guess we're diving in.
Alright.
Would that be an athletics roll?
It would be an athletics roll. Yes, it would. He can't swim for shit. So he dives into the water and then realizes...
He's got to face justice. Only just a success.
Oh, wow. Just a success. But it is a success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Rovendol?
Yeah, I'll dive in as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Alright, you both get a success, which is just enough. With the two of you getting successes to sort of pull him out of the water. Alright, so you've pulled him out of the water.
It's ungainly struggle.
And he starts cursing and swearing at you and saying the Lord will strike you down for your temerity in doing this. Like the Lord has you, in his eyes.
A particular lord? There's a lot of lords around.
You know him as... He kind of grimaces for a second and he goes, "You know him as the Carrion King." As the Gallows King, sorry, the Gallow King.
Oh, the Gallow King, okay.
We heard that last time, didn't we? What was...
Isn't that something that Radagast mentioned?
Yeah, well, Gandalf, actually.
Gandalf.
As the keeper of the prison
Gandalf.
of the Necromancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he also linked it to the spirit that you saw in the temple.
Yeah.
So, can I get, now that you're close interrogating Lockmund and he's now given up any pretense that he's not in service of the Dark One, can I get a awareness check from you, Rovendol?
Yes.
Apparently, yes.
It's an honorary success.
Okay, remember in the temple there were two people talking to the spirit.
Yep.
There was a human,
Yep.
and there was an orc.
Yep. This guy was the human.
This guy was
Am
the
I
human.
correct?
Yeah,
Oh.
Fully in service of the darkness.
yeah.
Mm.
Now that you've got him up close and you're actually interrogating him, it becomes very obvious very quickly that this guy was actually the person who was in service of the Dark One.
Wow. Okay.
And he is completely...
Right.
He's one of those, he doesn't care that he's telling you the plan kind of people.
Excellent.
Because he figures
So-
there's nothing
Yeah.
you can do to stop it at this point.
So, tell me what's at the end of the chain. What's at the end of the chain in that crypt?
What? No, that's the Chain of Thorogrim. No, that is the most powerful artifact of the world.
But why have you got it?
The Gallow King wanted it. For some great purpose, some great service that he intends to make use of with the king. But he did not share it with me. I am but a lowly worm in the eyes of the Gallow King.
Well, I'm glad you said it because that's what I'm feeling as well about you.
But that makes me greater than all of you, and he waves his hands around. He's obviously...
Okay.
Oh, you are unhinged,
Yeah.
buddy.
You're looking so much greater right now, a little drowned rat in the river.
And just think now that I have served my master well in bringing all of the defenders of Dale and the kingdom together in one place and making them sick. Then
Not
my
all of
lord
them.
will summon forth the great war host of Dolgadur, orcs without number, men from the east, and trolls, and other creatures of the forest, and he will strike you down.
Oh my god, he's so unhinged.
He's doing fine.
Excellent.
Your
All
only
right.
chance is to surrender, for Dale to give up his kingdom to the Lord. Then you may survive. Well, except for the elves, who can never be forgiven for their slight against the Lord's master.
Oh
You're
yeah.
like talking to an elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But the rest of you
Right.
might live on in service. Surely that is better than to rot at the bottom of a grave.
yes.
Oh no,
Anyway,
I think it would be better to die than to serve who you serve. No, we shall bring you before our Lord Bard and let
Hey.
all the assembled know of your treachery.
I only know one reference to a chain, by the way, and that's the one that shackled Morgoth in the halls of Mandros.
Mhm.
Mandos. Yeah.
This is the chain of Fangorodrim, which is the one that Mithros hang on, the mountain that Mithros was hung from by Morgoth,
Yeah.
by a chain around his arm.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is that chain.
Oh, that's right. And you cut the
Yeah.
and the
Yeah,
the
cut his hand
thing.
off, fell
Yeah.
onto the eagle. Yeah.
That's not the same chain.
There's a
No,
lot of
different
chains
chain.
going around. It seems. It seems
You
to
have
be
to
a
Yeah.
do
thing.
research on this chain. It was forged by Morgoth
We did.
to hold in check the first dragon.
Right.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, by the
there
way,
you
can
go.
I get in? Who's got the best insight?
Favored
not
and
me.
two.
Favored and 2.
Favored
nothing.
and 3.
Ooh,
All right.
Oh, not favored. Sorry, just 3. Not favored.
okay,
Right.
that's the same.
Let me have a go.
Go ahead.
Wow, that's
Nope.
pretty ordinary. I'm rolling
Yeah.
really ordinary at the moment.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. No idea. He looks like, well, if he's lying, I just assume he's lying.
Yeah.
But... okay. Well, I guess so. As Yora said, we head back to Bard, I suppose, with this fellow in tow.
All right. You
Um,
drag him back
there
into
is-
Dale.
I assume the treasure is down in the water still, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a giant chest. It's full of heavy weight. Yeah. It sank to the bottom of
Yeah.
We'll hopefully Bard will send somebody out to collect it.
We look at Bird, he's putting his snorkel
Roll
gear
it
on.
up.
I could just
Dwarf's
stalk
just
out there.
gonna like walk into the bottom of the
No,
river.
Kieran's currently going, if we just dam upstream from
Yeah,
this point,
right, we'll engineer this.
yeah, just
why does
funny.
the river
Yeah.
go in a straight line until this bit, and then it does this weird little turn, and then it goes on from there? Well, it's a funny
Well,
story.
you saw the news article about the Indian water official who dropped his mobile phone in the reservoir. So he drained like hundreds of thousands of liters of water to get his mobile phone in the peak of summer.
No, I did not.
Yeah, that happened. He's not working for them anymore.
I can imagine not. I can imagine that was poorly received. All right, so you drag people kicking and you drag Lockman back. He's lost it. He's completely frothing by this point. There's healers moving around amongst the poisoned, but basically, with the exception of a very small group of individuals, including yourselves, pretty much everyone's incapacitated.
Right.
Cool.
You can make a healing roll. You've got healing herbs, don't you?
Yep. And I do as well.
Okay. Well, those people who actually
So we can
explicitly have
aid
healing herbs can make a healing roll. So that's
I would love to
Ambrose
do a healing roll. Yes.
and also Eorth.
Oh,
Double sour.
excellent.
Ooh.
Third eyes of Sauron.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, nasty! Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's pretty terrible. Yeah. Okay. You. Yeah. You stop healing people pretty quickly. You're obviously not helping.
Yeah. No.
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 Definitely not.
No, that's not helping.
Chamomile compress for everybody. What?
Yeah, that's right. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. But in complete opposite to that, Wilfred, you're actually able to help a few people recover pretty well. But basically, there are herbs that can help, but they're like a week away. So, in effect, what Hound and some other healers realise is the cure for the poison will require sending a message to the... Sorry.
Did you know you can run 2 Discord calls on the same profile?
I did not. I don't know if that would help
I
you,
guess
though.
if you
You'll need to send some people to the Woodland realm to get help.
Well, there's a contingent of elves still around,
Yes.
so I'll go and talk to them.
Okay. So Galia and those elves are happy to, kind of race to the Woodland realm and come back.
Mm-hmm.
However, you also have the message that the Gallow King has summoned some great army.
Yeah.
In Dol Guldur.
In the hordes of the host of Dol Guldur, the orcs without number, men from the east, and a great number of trolls from Mirkwood Forest.
Lovely.
Yeah. So was Gandalf present at this feast?
No. He had already left.
Okay. He'd already left. And did he give us instructions on how to contact him if we were to hear anything? No.
No. He did mention you could talk to Radagast if you needed to, but you're still several weeks away from Radagast at this point.
I said move to the Gandalf playbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Disappeared just when we need him.
So as everything is kind of coming together and you, like the kind of leadership at least, are healed, albeit most of the warriors are not, a raven not a crow. Raven. Raven's good. Crow's bad. Just to make that distinguishment.
Yeah, yeah.
Appears sort of where the last kind of group of reasonably healthy people have gathered. Flies in. Hearken, men of Dale, hearken, folk of the mountain. A terrible army approaches, orcs and goblins, with wild wolves to ride upon, coming with great speed up from the south. They ride for Dale.
Hooray!
Oh. Is this mist from
Cool.
Redegard?
No, it's actually the ravens. So the ravens have...
Oh, that's right. That watch over
Yeah.
the Erebor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so Bard
Woodfire.
calls a council. Now, technically, I should make you roll to be part of the council, but that actually seems really dumb, so I'm not going to do that. All right, so... well, I think there's places for dice rolling, and there's places where it's self.
Yeah, no. The fact that we chased down the villain and returned him in one piece probably has some bearing.
Well, and you're reasonably famous heroes.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you're all sort of gathered together. It's a small council. It's yourselves. Dane Ironfoot is there. So the king of the dwarves. Oin and Gloin and a couple of the other members of the original dwarvish group. You've got Bard, you've got Elstan, you've got Gerald, you've got Galia, you've got a few other powers as well. Representatives of the Merchants of Dale and also representatives, the Master of Laketown, who is the Mayor of Laketown. So Bard addresses the council. Lockman's treachery, not treasury, has blunted the spear of the forces of Dale. The greater portion of our strength is lost until the poisoned warriors recover, and when they do, it will be too late. The power of the orcs of the north was broken at the Battle of the Five Armies, but Wilderland is still stiff with wolves, orcs, and creatures of the worst description. It must be assumed we face a powerful army. The enemy's outriders will be here soon. Dale has the strength to resist a siege, but if we retreat behind its stone walls, then the farmlands and outlying villages, not to mention Laketown, will be vulnerable to attack. We must resolve what to do with the remaining time. There are two concerns at hand, stopping the enemy and preparing Dale for war, even in the lack of its best defenders. Alright, so then his key advisor, Reynald, steps forth. We must gather together what wisdom we have to decide what we do. And he sort of unfurls this giant map of the region. So we'll go to the giant map of the region. When it loads. There we are. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Sorry.
I was going to say,
That's the old one.
This isn't... Yeah.
There we go. This is the one we want. Much better.
Aha!
Okay.
Yeah, look at all our little maps.
There's all the dots. Okay, so you guys are right up here in Dale.
Yeah.
Now, the good news is... The only two ways that the enemy... Well, actually, sorry, let's go back a step. Hound, do you want to make a battle roll, please?
I would love to. I would never say no to that.
Go.
Go, go, go.
Great success.
Perfect, that's what you needed. Alright, there are only two ways an army from the south could reach Dale. One is to travel through Mirkwood proper, because this area here, I'll just highlight it, that area there, if they're coming from the south, they have to cross the river, right, to get to Dale. So you'll note that river coming out of the mountains of Mirkwood and joining up. That's a giant marsh wasteland They would have to come through Mirkwood proper, and indeed, in particular, the Parliament of Spiders domain of Mirkwood proper.
Mm.
It's pretty unlikely.
Yep.
Their only other real option is to come across the crossing of Kelduin, which is where you guys crossed earlier in this very journey.
Unfortunately, they do not have a working gate there.
Or working pair of guards either.
As we know,
Yeah.
it is very poorly defended.
Yes. So, a small force sent south to reinforce the pass, because effectively it's a 3-person wide bridge or 4-person wide bridge.
Mm.
Yeah.
Could potentially hold the armies long enough for Dale to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think the main priority is going to be reinforcing that crossing, because right now, as we know, it has literally 2 people and a gate that doesn't work.
We told them as we came in they should help them.
We were quite clear.
I don't think they didn't seem very receptive, I'll be honest.
No.
Yeah, I definitely think that sending a small force down to the crossing of Keldon, maybe even, I don't know, an engineer, someone who knows how to
If
fix a
only
gate.
we had someone who was a genius craftsman.
Really good craft.
Yeah.
If only there was someone we knew who could possibly enact
Someone who knew
repairs
about gate.
on the gate.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe. If only.
If only we knew someone. Now, so that's the obvious answer, right? But what actually happens in the council is that there's a lot of people
With opinions.
with opinions, exactly. So what you actually need to do is make a council roll to convince them. So they want to basically a lot of the Dale people want to close the gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they'll be fine. Like they don't believe that the army. None of them believe the army is as big as Lockmond is saying.
Mm.
And even if it was, the walls of Dale are almost impenetrable, right? Built by dwarves, blah 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 blah. However, that would abandon Lake Town to disaster, and
Die.
exactly to Bard's point, it would also mean whilst the villagers themselves might be able to be brought in, the villages would be completely vulnerable to attack and destruction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bard doesn't actually want his entire kingdom to go up in flames.
No.
So you guys need to make a. So we need to do a council roll.
Mm.
And the goal of this council roll is for you guys to kind of corral down the, sort of self-interested behaviours, as it were.
Right.
Unless you agree with them, in which case you don't have to do anything. You just let them go that way, of course.
Yeah.
Rather not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's
council time.
it's council time. So I think it would be legitimate to use either or courtesy to set up on this one. So you can use or if you want.
Okay.
Because you're kind of stepping
boring.
forth as warriors, right? Like,
Yeah.
So now I'll just make the point: if you choose or, you've got to kind of stay within the domain of battle
We're
and
powerful
warrior metal
warriors.
and
We know what we
Yeah.
do.
yeah, all of those
Yeah.
sorts of things.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah. I think
Alright.
that's totally the way we want to go, and it suits. Because when Burn, you can take the lead on this
Okay.
with your
Especially the
amazing
resident of
aura.
Lone Mountain.
Go, Buren.
Yeah.
Roll. I need to spend hope.
Whoa.
You did not need to spend
Yeah.
hope.
Yes.
Okay. Extraordinary success. All right. That gives you extra rolls. So you will. All right. So who wants to step forth first and make the case for? And what skill will you be using to make the case for not, kind of ignoring your allies or reaching out for help or whatever it might be? And what is your particular emphasis? It's an important question.
I think we should make the point. There's a couple points we should mainly focus on. Is one that by lending their help to Lake Town, they'll also gain Lake Town as a strategic position and also have those allies there to help them.
Mm-hmm.
And also that because they said that the current plan was just to close the gates and essentially just fortress it and hold it out against the army.
Yeah.
Which because they don't believe the army is as big as it actually is.
Okay.
So yeah, basically just convincing them that no, the army really is that big, and that the position of Lake Town would be advantageous to have those allies as well as the position. Yeah.
We have seen great forces of orcs and goblins.
We've
and
seen
trolls moving through.
hundreds of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And we know that they've been migrating to Dolgador.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We've seen them on the move.
All right. Well, what skill do you want to do to? It all sounds very reasonable. What skill do you want to use?
Go battle. Go battle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I use battle?
I think so. I think that's legit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I figure there's going to be all these things put on the table, and then I'm probably going to do a persuade roll as well towards the end.
Okay. Make the battle roll that you've always wanted to make.
Not that one.
Success.
That's not the battle roll you were looking for.
It'll suffice. I'm not happy about it, but I'll take it.
Okay.
It'll take.
All right. You make your battle roll. Who wants to step up next? So there's a lot of nodding, but not a lot of furious agreement.
Agreement.
I'm not actually great at
I'm going to step up with awe, and I'm going to come from more like the personal experience. And say, you know me, I was the victor of the Grand Melee. I have long experience in fighting orcs, and I have personally seen the signs of the enormous numbers of orcs and goblins and other more evil creatures that have been moving through Mirkwood over the last year. And I'll recount how we trapped a band of them into the southern part of Mirkwood, the most dangerous part of the forest. And we were bested, and we are the strongest warriors, the most powerful warriors in Mirkwood. And we could not defeat these creatures. We all need to band together. We need to take every measure we can, and our strength is being badly weakened by the treachery of Lockmond. But defending the crossing is our best hope for giving time for the Warriors of Dale to be recovered and to withstand the force that's coming.
Okay. All right. Sounds decent to me. What skill are you using to make this point?
I'm going to use awe, and I'm going to be drawing on my nature as a Dunedain. I'm pulling myself up to my full height.
Okay.
And being like this is no joke. Like, you can't underestimate them.
Okay.
So I would like to be inspired, please.
You can be inspired if you spend a hope point. You can be inspired.
I am. Yeah, I'm spinning it. Oh, for goodness sake, come on.
Things are not going well.
It's not.
Oh my god.
Oh, a success. I got a success.
Right.
They're going to be hard to convince. They're scared.
Apple, got anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not great at this, like, we're great warriors thing. But
How's your song?
Song is a strength-based skill,
Mhm.
so it's I've got 2 points in song with a target number of 16.
Hmm.
Not terrible, but not amazing.
You can sing a song.
I've got great riddle. I'm amazing at exploring.
Well, you could use riddle.
Yeah,
And stealth. Yeah, I could use riddle. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's go.
Maybe
for that,
to unwind the treachery of our enemies.
then. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna spend a hope point because it feels like we need it.
Wow.
Extraordinary success.
Okay, so that's 5
Excellent.
successes so far.
Yeah.
All right. That's actually enough to get you what you need.
Oh, do you want me to do a persuade?
Oh, actually,
on top
no.
of that?
Sorry. There is an extra level you can achieve. My apologies. I cut it early.
All right. Well, I've listened to all the arguments and I've been watching patiently the discussion as it evolves. And it's clear to me that everybody is scared and we need to actually rally together. Now, this doesn't mean shutting off those who are around you to suffer on their own. We need to actually keep those doors open for the Lake Town and incorporate a strategy with Lake Town. This also involves sending a party down to the south to fortify and bolster the defences at the pass, at the crossing. So I implore people to come up with a plan that actually incorporates all these elements so that we can actually repel the horde before they even step anywhere near the northern lands here.
Okay. Persuade skill, please, and you can have a bonus die for that.
Oh, thank you. I'm also doing a hope point,
Okay.
and I'm using patient as a distinctive feature.
Okay.
Here we go.
And you got a
Great
great
success.
success, which is really what you needed. All right.
Excellent.
So that brings you up to 7 successes in total, which exceeds what you needed. Okay, so to wrap that up then, so King Bard is actually very impressed with your thoughts, and indeed the council quietens and realises they need to pull together with all the surrounding communities. He does agree that they need to send a small force south to defend the gate. He unfortunately literally doesn't have a force to send. His proposal, per what was already discussed, is they will send the Elvish unit, the Elvish dignitaries, home to come back with as fast as they can with herbs to sort of to help improve the health of the warriors. He also suggests that surely the victors of the competitions and those who came so close to holding the field of battle would be the obvious people to send south. So he proposes yourselves, Galia, Gerald, and Elstan. Elstan refuses on the basis that his place is to organise the
defending troops, etc.
troops and gather the army, which Bard actually accepts is probably... And you guys actually don't think Elstan's trying to be anything other than completely logical.
Correct. He's doing his duty.
He's doing his job. Right?
Yeah.
So he's like, my lord, I thank you for your trust in me, but I feel that my best place is here by your side, gathering the soldiers that we can gather and preparing the troops so that we might march south to reinforce those who hold the gate as soon as possible. However, you
Yeah.
will have Galia and Gerald traveling with you
good.
south.
Excellent.
And yes, you are given the mission of, and he happily signs a sort of formal order, which gives you the right to command the soldiers at the crossing of Khaldun, to head south and to fortify that place and to hold it for as long as you are able. For every day that you hold the gate is an extra day. He can gather forth his soldiers and turn the tide. So basically, the mission is hold it as long as possible.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how the council ends. You are all promised a reward should you successfully hold the gate. It's completely up to you whether that matters to your character or not. For most of you, I suspect it actually doesn't matter very much, but it is noted. And the long-term benefit of the additional successes is that your characters will, upon retirement only, be offered a seat at the Council of Bard to advise him directly.
Nice.
So that's the sort of reward you get for if you pull it off.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, so he's going to send messages to Mirkwood and Iron Hills and the Lonely Mountain. He's going to gather forth as many of his own troops as he can. But the longer you can hold the crossing, the greater that force will be, or perhaps even the place of battle will be a place of his choosing, not a place of the Gallow King's choosing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so basically you can take one more night of rest. So you can have more hope back, people.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where's the prolonged rest button?
How much hope does everyone need? How's everyone feeling?
I need to have
I'm-
at least 2 hopes so that I'm no longer miserable.
Yeah. Yours is true.
I'm just taking one.
Some hope
I'll
too.
just take one.
I can just take one. I don't know what everyone else is at.
I'm still a few points above miserable, so I'm fine with anyone else to take an extra one.
All right, so take that which you will.
All right, I've
Okay.
taken 2, but I can take 3, and then I've got some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
hope to
think
spare.
I will gift my point of hope to you.
And before misery
Yeah.
strikes. Yeah, here we go. Woo.
All right.
Excellent.
Okay, so you have a night of rest, and then now no one's got fatigue at this moment, do they? You shouldn't have, but I'll just check.
I have 5 fatigue.
No.
Because you should have recovered all of yours when you rested.
Yeah.
Right? No.
I recovered my endurance, but it did not recover my fatigue when I rested.
Because you will, you shouldn't have any.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm making an idiot of myself.
Why have I got 1 fatigue? I don't even know. I should have 0.
Oh no, you've got low,
So I have.
but you should have 0 fatigue.
Okay, I will get rid of my fatigue then.
Please do.
There we go.
Um,
That changes things.
Thomas, I wanted to get I got a helmet while I was here, but I don't think we've added it to my character
Sure.
sheet.
Let me plonk it on your character sheet for you. Do you have a helmet? You do not. Equipment. Armor. Helm. Plonk. Can you see the helm?
Oh yes, and now I'm going to equip it. Ooh. Now I've got an extra dice of
Mm-hmm.
protection.
It helps.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take that off. Mm,
Is everyone ready to head south?
Yeah.
Why not?
Surely I am.
How are we getting there, by the way? Are we boating it? Because it is actually downriver.
You
It will be the fastest way.
actually, that's a pretty legit point. You'll have to boat through this bit of the Mirkwood bit, though. But yeah, I'd actually wear that. I actually think that's completely valid. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you can catch a boat. Yeah, you can sail. So the way it works, if
Oh,
you
we
head...
know there's one free because we just happened to clear the crew of it.
Here's one we prepared earlier. Yes, you can boat south. The thing to be aware of is right there. There's actually a drop, like there's a waterfall. So
Oh, okay.
Lake Town empties in this giant waterfall down to the river. What they do is they have these giant crane. They literally have the whole giant crane thing, and so they lower your boat down the side, and then you continue on.
Right.
Yeah.
So we will assume. I think the way we'll play the boat is it'll move faster. So normally you would cover 2 hexes per roll. Is that? Sorry, I've left my runes. Let me go back to Traveller. Journey. Okay. Right.
109.
So it's 3 hexes plus 1 for each success. All right, so it'll be 4 hexes. So the boat will move faster.
All right.
So instead of it, so the base won't be 3, the base will be 4.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll give us a bit more time to prepare as well when we get there.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So can I get Oh no, I'm using the wrong one. There we are. Hello. All right. So Dale is. Is it control? Yes.
That's it.
Okay, it's 16 hexes to the crossing of Kelduin by river, give or take. Close enough, anyway. All right, so give me
4 days.
4. Yeah.
Yes. Assuming you don't stuff up the travel rolls. So
travel people, do your thing, person.
Travel squad, go.
Go travel.
I am the travel. Great success!
Great success, which means the first one won't be until 5 hexes.
Okay.
Ooh.
I feel like we need to put a little travel thing on, so just let me do that, if that's okay. So we're now at 29.54, and we are doing 29.54 to the crossing of Kelduin. Okay. And it is a journey log, and we're doing that. Alright, and then we're going to close that, and then we're going to open up party, and then we're just going to drop and drag that in, and that should then work. The crossing of Kelduin. And everything going according to plan. No, because I forgot to change the year.
Ooh, you did something with your mic.
29.54, and it's actually autumn. Journey from Dale to Kelduin. Days of travel. Well, I guess we'll see. All right, and the first event. First bit is in the wildlands, so let's see what that looks like.
Oh, hunter.
And a shortcut.
And a
Nice.
shortcut.
We'll
Oh,
take the
that would be
little side
me.
inlet.
Yeah.
All right, Hunter, make your roll.
Oh no, there's a path through some. I can spot the line that we
Path
should
through the
take
Mirkwood swamp.
going through some rapids.
Okay.
You found a shortcut through the swampy part.
And it's a success. All right, you take. So what actually happens is you guys are traveling along the river. When you see a group of actually sheep farmers, well, herders,
Yeah.
kind of on the side of the river. They like sort of like it's late afternoon. You're traveling at speed. They gesture for you to come across and join them. There's a quick conversation. They do look just like sheep herders. They don't look like anything else. They've got sheep. It's all a bit easy. They put you up for the night and give you some guidance. They are also keen to catch up on the news of what's happening because they're obviously miles away from Dale and miles away from Kelduin. So how much do you share of what is happening?
Well, I think we've got to tell them the basics that we have heard evil rumours. Well, more than rumours. We've been warned that a great force of orcs and other evil creatures are moving north, and they should be on high alert.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I think yes,
Seek
going up
refuge.
the danger is probably the best way to go. Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to make a? Well, they're very interested. They actually look decently competent. They don't look like kind of like this is not a kingdom of sort of peasants, right? Like these aren't peasants.
Yeah.
These are freeholders. So they've got they're armed. They're carrying bows. They're carrying spears. They're not wearing armor, but that's mostly because they're mostly guarding sheep. But they're
You can't see a sheep herder being incompetent around Mirkwood, could you?
No.
And lasting any length of time.
So I guess the question is how much. So they're sort of, do you think we should gather the Fjord or the equivalent of the Fjord together at this point? And for those who don't know what the Fjord is,
Absolutely.
it's basically the freeman's militia that is summoned by the king.
Yes, indeed.
That sounds like an awesome plan.
All right, can I get a persuasion roll, please?
Yeah.
Or courtesy. Courtesy. Yeah,
Persuasion's
okay,
good.
success. Wow, you're rocking those 15s, mate.
Yeah, just right on the money.
What do I have to roll? I'll just roll that.
Just what's needed.
I won't be wasting any of my time. All right.
I've got to breach the bed.
So they will gather forth. Well, this is good to know. This is good to know. We will gather forth the troops, and they disappear into the night, sort of herding the sheep away from you. But they've given you some advice, and yes, it will add or rather reduce your travel time a little bit more. So the success of that one means I'm pretty sure you get an extra day. Now, your other option is you could, whilst you're on the river, you can actually also do what's called a forced march.
Break out the oars.
Yeah, so go for each 2 hexes instead of 1 for 1. All right, so you're doing 2 hexes a day because of the river, and you've just knocked off a day. So it would normally take you 8 days. You're down to 7 days. These encounters are timed a couple of days of travel. If you wanted to, you could row hard, pick up a point of fatigue for each additional sort of day of rowing you do, but of course that means you run the risk of arriving fatigued.
But we will
Yeah.
arrive potentially ahead of time and we can have a prolonged rest.
True.
Is the trade-off.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
fair point.
Yeah.
All right, so
All
you can
Let's-
add an additional day. So hold on, that means you'll be doing 3 hexes a day. So instead of it taking you 8 days minus 1 day, so it will only take you. Oh, gee whiz, is that right? 4 days. Yeah, it will. If you do the forced march, it'll only take you 4 days to get there.
Okay.
All right.
But it will
Let's
cost you
do
that.
4
Sounds good.
fatigue to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
But we
think it's a
can
good
rest
idea.
and things. Yeah.
Do
Okay.
Let's
that
do it.
much.
All right. In which
Get there as
case,
soon
it probably is only one more journey event at that speed.
All right.
So make a travel
Well,
roll, and don't fail.
Let's make that travel roll. Make that roll.
It's not a
It's
fail.
a success. It's not a failure.
It's success. That's
Okay.
very
In which case, I will roll this. You are heading into darker territory, though.
Ooh.
Terrible misfortune. Yeah.
Boy.
Okay. The lookout. Who's the lookout? Oh, that's you, Rovendol.
Yeah, I guess that'll be an awareness check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What?
look at that.
Extraordinary success.
4.
4, I tell you. All right.
I'm saving all my 15s up and
So
things. So.
the orcs, the army is not ignoring the river.
Yeah.
And has sent scouts along the river. So you guys are sort of paddling hard, at speed, even through the night, to try and make as fast a time as possible. When you hear Rovendol in the distance, the sound of orcish voices, talking to each other. You're sort of forewarned, so you're able to pull up your oars and sort of, kind of do the coasting gently through the dark kind of thing. But yes, you hear orcish voices talking about the fact that they're being summoned by the Great Master. It's very good. We shall finally take the pink skins and we shall feast on their children.
Lovely.
There's a number of, similar conversations as you silently coast past them. They have obviously set up camp by the side of the river, but they don't see you in the dark. However, it is a sort of, a quite stressful and desperate time, so that costs you that one costs you 3 fatigue points. So in total, you've got 4, 5. Everyone has 8 fatigue. By
Wow.
the time you get to...
Do I need to take that fatigue as well, or
No,
not?
you continue to be immune to
No.
travel fatigue.
Woohoo!
Excellent.
Oh boy.
No,
All right.
You are an abomination and can ignore all travel fatigue.
Freaky.
How much fatigue did we
You got
get?
8.
That's a lot of fatigue.
Yeah, but you push through the
Yeah.
night.
That's crazy that she doesn't take any fatigue.
No, she can
She's
just
a monster.
she can just keep on going for
I will point you to Aragorn running for 3 days after the orcs without stopping.
Ew,
Hard to argue with.
I don't understand how that dwarf could have ever kept up.
That'll be the blood of Elrond's brother coursing through her veins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elvish blood, that's what it's all about. Goddamn elves.
Elvish blood,
Goddamn elves.
Mhm.
Ross, wasn't
Stinky,
it?
stinky elves. Look at what they do.
Yeah, can't trust them.
Can't live without them.
Can't live without them. Why don't they run everything?
Alright, so I'm just going to take the dog to the toilet.
Okay.
They don't run everything because they all killed each other.
Well,
Well,
actually,
they tried to set it up. Well, yeah, just didn't work.
All right, so you will arrive at Kildoon. Now you've already seen the bridge, so you're coming in along the river. So coming in
Yeah.
from the north, you can. I assume you pull up. You sort of beach yourselves on the eastern bank, just above the bridge.
Yep.
Mhm.
Fair thing.
Okay, I have the map. It's right. Hold on. Hold on. Went to the wrong place. That's. Show to players. Okay. So, just by way of quick explanation, so obviously you've got the bridge.
Yep.
Oh, actually, you probably sailed under the bridge because there's the little pier,
Yeah, the
actually.
dock.
The little
Yeah.
docks on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the bridge proper. The western bank is the one with the small number of buildings. You've got the gate that you're already aware of, number 2. Then number 3 is the inn. So it's a large stone-walled inn built to shelter travellers on the road. There's the master's house up here, number 4, which is bigger than anything else. The river itself runs at a furious speed.
Okay.
By the way. So, by way of explanation, you need to pass 6 athletics tests to get across the river if you try and ford across the river.
Okay. So that's not happening.
And there's a toll gate here,
A
obviously.
very few orcs might manage it, but not many.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually highly defensible. Like that gate,
Yeah.
that gate pretty much represents how everyone's going to get across.
Yeah.
The bridge is wide enough for 2 riders to go abreast or for a single cart. 3 men on foot could hold the bridge against many. Sorry, it was a 3-man bridge. That's right the first time. All right. So, now you've arrived. What do you do? What do you want to do?
We are going to take charge of this entire town. We've got the paperwork from Bard giving us command of the bridge and the fortifications. I think we're going to be taking over the inn as our centre of operations, and we are cracking the whip of getting this.
All right, so you start
little
yelling
town
out.
into
So
order.
you literally start just yelling out orders.
Not exactly yelling, but being very commanding.
Okay.
Very commanding.
All right.
Authoritative.
So
yelling at people.
I guess. All right. So how what does that look like? Like explicitly, what are you doing?
All right.
Okay.
So we need to get on that southern bank, any occupants of those houses need to come in and bring whatever supplies with them.
Okay. So who's doing that?
I'll do that.
Okay. So you go across the bridge and start yelling orders for people to evacuate the buildings. Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I think we definitely have to be summoning the town council or whoever the leadership of the little town is to explain to them what is happening and the enormous danger that they are in, and we're calling on Burin to immediately start work on getting these gates fixed and closed.
Okay. Okay, so Buren, are you off checking out the gears and how to fix the gates?
Yep. Bells and whistles.
Bells and whistles. Okay.
Well, the bell doesn't work. We know that for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
no donger in it. Legit.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So
right,
I'll do. You want me to do a roll now? I'll do it later.
So
I'll do it later.
can I get a persuade roll from you, Roman Doll?
Yep, to get people across.
Yeah. With -1 die. Oh. Oops.
Oh, thank you. All right, rolling. Would you like me to roll that again?
I'll tell you what.
Or I'll give you
just
the
I'll
two.
just do this. Hold on. We'll just see what this dice does.
Yeah. All right. Take my 4.
Yeah, you still
So
you still
16.
succeed, and you still have a great success. All right.
Wait. Get the menagerie.
Okay, so you're yelling at people to come across. People start coming out of their houses and sort of doing what you're saying, but they're very confused. Eorith, are you racing up the hill to summon so there's this road, right? And it takes you up to the Master's house.
Yep.
Which is where you think the leader is? Or are you going to the inn? That was a question.
I think I'm going to the inn and I am going to summon everybody
All right.
to the
So
inn.
you go
I'm
to
going
the inn and you
to out the tavern boys
you
stuff.
just yell out that everyone has to come to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about the rest of you? What is Apple doing and what is Hound doing?
I think Apple is actually I think one thing Apple's doing, Apple's probably going around and checking whether we have like things like a barricade. I think we have a gate, but I think Apple wants us to build a barricade.
Right. Your classic turn over the side of
Yeah.
the wagon kind of barricade.
Mm-hmm.
Turn a wagon
Exactly,
over
yeah.
to its side and using it as a way to stop people.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, alright. So, storming down the road, as angry as you can imagine they would be, is the mayor of the village, who is affronted that you have done all these things without consulting with them. Like,
Right.
storming down. And that is where we'll stop.
Ah!
Yeah. That dirty old gate, the way it was.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Alright. So next session we will kick off with you trying to work out what you're gonna do about the mayor of the town who really is pissed at you at the moment.
It's okay. I'd rather him be pissed and we just get it all out of the way and like done.
Than him not be pissed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Address it early.
And be like has all of that kind of undercurrent of him working against us and being cranky and bad mouthing us.
Okay.
Just
Alright.
rip that band-aid off.
Rip that band-aid straight off. Okay. And that is where we will start the next session with the fortifying of the town and the quelling of the political dispute. And the rest of the session will be dedicated towards a very lengthy battle.
Excellent.
Mm.
Excellent.
Literally, our character